What's happening, people? Dan Lawless in West Ham Fan TV after West Ham have just beat Wolves 4-0. I'm with Adam. Mate, how you feeling after that? I'm buzzing.
I'm ecstatic, mate. It's basically it's almost the same team that played against Arsenal. Obviously, when we did play Arsenal, I wasn't that optimistic, and I did put a tweet out when the team was announced. It's almost the same one against Arsenal again, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to knock them until I've actually seen them perform, and I can't knock the lads for it tonight. Bowen, star man. He was our star man. 2 goals. I mean, obviously, the second goal he scored was a rebound, but the first goal, mate, you know, he's got a lethal left foot. Very, very lethal. Declan Rice, again, always on par on his performances. I'm just hoping, you know, we can keep him because obviously I know there's rumors about Chelsea, you know, coming for a bid and maybe giving us their player. We don't need that right now. But it is a massive turnaround from what we saw against Newcastle. A massive turnaround. Unlucky against Arsenal, but mate, 4-0 against Wolves, who are pretty much our bogey team.
We ain't scored against them in the league since they've come back up, mate. That's how bad it is.
This is what I'm saying, and we kept quite a few of the players quiet. Like who's it? Traore. He's a menace on that wing, an absolute menace, and we kept him quiet. But yeah, you know, overall good performance. We got Leicester on Saturday as well. No, is it Sunday or is it Saturday?
I can't. Do you know what? I can't remember. I can't remember. I'll tell you. Yes, it's Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday. 12 o'clock kickoff.
Do you know what? If we can actually put in the same performance today, you know, when we play against Leicester, I think we should be fine. The only thing that's really bugging me at the moment, I'm pretty sure every West Ham fan will agree, is our late subs. We need to bring them on early. The one sub I don't agree with was Noble coming on. Now, I like Noble. You know, a very good sub to West Ham. But I'd rather have Lanzini and Ella up front. Or, like, you know, helping the attack. But, you know, we kept Wolves quiet, you know, on some occasions. But they didn't look the same team from what we saw last season.
Yeah.
You know, they got beaten by Man City as well. You know, so I'm just very ecstatic. But as I said, it's not going to paint over the cracks of what the owners are doing to our club. It's not going to paint over the cracks. It's a good result, and you know, I'm really ecstatic about this, mate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And I completely agree with it. It's just, I suppose we have to find a way to balance it to be, you know, positive and supportive for the team, but still try and, you know, do what we want and get the owner. You know, if we want to get the owners out, so it's that trying to be able to do both, and I think you can do both. And it's putting the energy to getting the board out, but that doesn't mean we're not behind the team just because we want that. Even when we're winning, board out, win or lose, isn't it? You can't just change your opinions, can you?
Well, that's the thing, mate. Like, obviously, we're always going to, you know, get behind the team for the whole 90 minutes. Then when that's over, then it's going to always be GSB at. But I think since this whole, you know, process against the board, it's brought us fans closer together. Now, obviously, on the back of that performance, we would have loved to have been there because I reckon that grand would have been bouncing, really bouncing. But, you know, as I said, look, it's 3 games in. It's still early to predict what could actually happen. You know, Wolves, you know, I mean, look, fair play to Wolves, mate. They come up from the Championship, been in the Premier League for a few years now. They've got into Europe a lot quicker and a lot better than what we have done. I mean, we moved to the Soldiers Bowl to be in Europe. They're still at the same ground and already playing in Europe. You know what I mean? But you know what? I've always said though, you know, give Bowen that chance, because if you put, I've seen Bowen play in the Championship, and I've always said if we can get him and play to his, you know, performance or whatever, I've always said that he will score us goals, and it's the same goes with Allah. Play to his strength, he'll score us goals. You know, and it's about time we put this, performance in, because I know we was unlucky against Arsenal last week, very unlucky. But it was our defenders who were a bit patchy on some occasions. I was having a go at to the TV for Bowen. There were some things he done was a bit edgy, but other than that, he did put in a very good performance. Whether or not he starts against Leicester next week, but mate,
clean sheet. It's hard to be asked to drop him. I think after they've kept a clean sheet today, first one of the season.
Well, do you know what? I mean, I know obviously we played 2 League One oppositions, and in those 2 occasions, he has done very, very well. Now, if obviously Moyes or Alan Irvine can see that Bowen has done well in those 2 occasions, why haven't they started Anderson and Alot and even Yarmo? Do you know what I mean? Like, if you know how well they're performing, I know they say don't change, a winning team.
Although we ain't won, have we? Like, this is our first win. But before, you mean after this? Yeah.
Yeah, but obviously, with the Carabao Cup victories, that's all like a winning mentality, and they're saying the fringe players who wants to prove they should be in the first team. I pretty much think Haller, Yarmolenko, Lanzini, and Anderson have done themselves justice to be in that starting lineup. But I don't know what Moyes or Irvine's been seeing, but apart from that, mate, it's good to get a 4-0 result today. I mean, 4-0 against Wolverhampton as well. 4-4.
Yeah. So usually it's the other way around against Wolves. So, mate, we just got to enjoy it. Whatever happens next week, enjoy it. We can watch Match of the Day now, whatever, and relax and be happy.
Mate, you know what? I've not watched Match of the Day in absolute ages. But I think tonight might be a start of me watching it for the first time since I think lockdown. So
yeah,
but no, I'll definitely will enjoy tonight, mate, and hopefully we can literally put in the same performance we did today against Leicester, mate. I'm buzzing right now. But again, GSB let's hope us trending this out on social media will get them, Sky Sports or whoever is doing these reports to see how badly they're running our club, because they've got to go, mate, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Back the team, not the regime. Fully with you.
That's it, mate. That's it. You get it all spot on, mate. Spot on.
Brilliant. Well, cheers for coming on, mate. And hopefully next time we'll be buzzing all the same. So nice one, mate.
No worries, mate. Have a nice